Bagfuel, baby.
What was some of the losses you and Mo was taking when y'all ventured out on your own? Because people think it's easy to make money in this, and even big shows have to really struggle to get the money.
We came from a big show, which even though I'll say we helped build, I give Joe all the credit as well in that regard. We set a high standard as far as production value goes.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a cheap production value by any means at all. Coming out of that deal and having to keep that same standard, like people were used to seeing and hearing Mo and I in a certain frame.
Mm.
Coming out the gate with no deal before we started shopping, like, yeah, coming out of pocket for rentals that were on Black Magic cameras was not fucking easy. And that's what people were used to seeing us. And we can't go to a lower value because then that lowers our brand. Then that even perception-wise, people are like, oh, damn, see, they dropped down. Look at that, shit's crazy. That was the toughest thing to keep that production value while also trying to navigate a completely new business. And on top of that, Mo and I's chemistry was from that show. We're starting a brand new fucking show out the gate. Yeah, like
we had to do that too. We had to find our chemistry.
Like Mo and I definitely had chemistry, but a one-on-one chemistry like that was a whole new
versus
obstacle.
With 3 people.
So you have to do that on a creative side. We didn't technically like really have managers like that at that time as far as potting went.
Mm.
We had Hop and my man Benner. Benner now manages the podcast. Yeah, it was kind of like, all right, fuck. Let me manage my emotions of something that I was dealing with for God knows how long. That shit breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to figure out what we're gonna do in this small window that we have. And I'm not saying that to discredit us. I'm just saying how the internet works. You only have so much time when that break happens to make a fucking moment to continue on for the next 5 years. So let me capitalize on this. So you gotta deal with emotions, finances, chemistry. Where the fuck are we gonna record? What are we gonna talk about that isn't just based off our breakup? Like, this is a whole new show. What are we gonna cover? Are we just gonna be Shade Room? Like, are we just gonna cover the same things that we covered on the last part? It's a fucking tornado that I don't think people realize. And also wouldn't really give a fuck about because they're listeners and that's not their woes or their concern.
Mm.
Their concern is entertainment. So you also have to think of it that way. I'm not gonna have sympathy with the listeners. They here for a good show. I don't give a fuck what's happening in your life. You had a breakup, go deliver the same show. Shit is tough. And I'll give the same grace to Joe too. He lost 2/3 of his podcast. I mean, granted, he still had all the equipment and all the staff. That's helpful.
Yeah.
He does,
and all the money.
It's not me in fucking Atlanta trying to record my album and trying to upload a fucking YouTube video at 6 a.m. while I'm trying to record music at the exact same time because a breakup just happened and I don't have a staff. Like, that's another monster. But yeah, it's tough. Like with breakups, you don't have your production crew or your like that shit. This is expensive.
Yes.
I don't think people understand the work that goes in to what we do to be good.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that just put the camera on, they film, they throw it up. Some of it's good, some of it's cool. They take time to get better. But to be good and to maintain the standard and to work all the time, even when you don't want to work. I woke up today and I was like, all I wanted to do was the Rory interview. Because it was at 4 o'clock. I could fuck around, smoke, chill. But we had another interview that we tried to squeeze in, and
we recorded before y'all came.
And they canceled. Like,
okay.
Like we on the way there, the interview for 1:30. It's 12:41, and they canceled. And I'm like, what the fuck? People don't understand. We in the Bronx. We paid money to go over there, gas and toll. He's meeting us there. Got to double back to come back down. And I'm like, yo, we just take it in stride and understand it's part of the job.
And as much as like we have like a core fan base, I'd be in the comments, I'd be in the Reddits, I'd be in the Twitter communities. Like, I'm pretty close with our core fan base. Also have to realize, like, outside of them, and even them included, nobody gives a fuck. Like, do I wish I could be in a position and know, like, I'm not shitting on like a Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp? Would I love to just show up, sit down with my notes and record? Hell yeah. But I also have to run a business as well with it. So that becomes, not only am I creative, I'm running the entire business as well with Mo included. That's tough. Like running a production meeting, making sure socials are good, making sure marketing's good, everything that's happening, and then sitting down is very tasking, and it takes a lot out of you. But the fans don't give a fuck, bro. They want to make sure this is good. So as much as I like to talk about that stuff, nobody gives a fuck.
Well,
They have their own jobs. They have their own lives. Woe is me does not work with any podcast fan, bro. They want to be entertained.
listen.